After 5 years of minimalism, these are 50 of my top lessons and hacks for a simple, clutter-free life. You definitely don't need to do them all, but just pick a few and implement them into your life. The 2-day rule. I originally learned this from somebody who was on like Matt DiVella's podcast, I think like 5 years ago. And that is to simply never skip 2 days in a row. I've kind of moved it to 3 days in a row because I only go to the gym like 3 days a week and like the math anyways. But it's pretty much if you're trying to start a new habit, you're trying to be consistent because that's like where most growth comes from. Don't miss 2 days in a row. You're trying to go to the gym, 5 days a week. It's okay to miss 1 day. Just don't let that 1 day turn into 2 days, turn into 3 days, turn into 4 days, turn into 5 days. So just make sure that you don't miss twice. And for me, I turn it into the 3-day rule. So if I go to the gym Monday, it's okay if I don't go again till like Thursday or whatever. It's okay to like be a little bit flexible, but just don't let whatever habit you're trying to start that you know could improve your life fail because you miss multiple days in a row. Just set a limit where you're never gonna miss more than 2 days or more than 3 days, and that's how you keep habits going for a long time. The nightly reset. I hate this light, dude. This is one of my favorite habits of all time, and that is just every night before you go to bed, get rid of all the dishes that are in the sink. Put them in the dishwasher, wash them, do whatever. If there's stuff on the counter, put stuff on the counter away. If there's stuff on the floor, put the stuff on the floor away. Literally taking 5 minutes and resetting your house, even if it's like not the best cleaning job, it's just like basic picking stuff up. It makes such a difference for the next morning, and just like not letting things get out of hand. We have 2 small kids now, so things can get like crazy really fast, and just 5-minute cleanups before bed every night, never letting the house be a complete wreck before you go to bed really helps it not getting out of hand. And then you start the day stressed, and it's like this whole thing, you're cleaning first thing in the morning. It makes a really big difference. The house on fire rule. Most people only use about 20% of their possessions 80% of the time. There's been tons of studies on this. It applies to almost everything in life, including, your clothes, the time you spend at work that actually leads to making money. Like there's so many different ways that this 20% matters, but especially in minimalism, when you're going through your house, you're gonna find that 20% of the things scattered throughout your house you use most of the time. And if you just get rid of that 80% or at least 50% of the 80%, you're probably not even gonna notice that most of that stuff is gone. So especially when I was starting my journey, I was honestly looking for that 80% that I just like hardly ever used and got rid of most of that stuff. And that way, almost everything that I have, I use, and it provides some type of service or value or saves me time or makes me happier or makes my life easier. And the rest of the stuff is just stuff, like I let it go. Use the 20-20 rule. This pretty much just states that if you can replace something for under $20 in under 20 minutes, just let it go. And obviously you don't want to be wasteful with that, but if you've got 27 mugs and you haven't used most of them in like 6 months or a year, but every once in a while you have 27 people come over and you need every one of those mugs, like it's okay, just let it go. It makes a lot of decisions a lot easier when you're decluttering to just let it go. I don't even know 27 people. I literally don't think I know 27 people. The box. This is one of my favorite things ever. I've been doing it for years, but I just have a box right here pretty much constantly. And as we go through our house and we find something that apply to some of these other rules and we want to get rid of it, we want it out of our house, but we're not decluttering right now, it just goes into the box. And then once a month, once every couple weeks, whatever it is, take the box, we donate the box, we restart the cycle. And that keeps a constant flow of stuff we don't use going out of our house and keeps our house from getting cluttered and us having just a bunch of crap around that we don't use. Invest different. This is the worst frame shot I've ever had in my life. We're gonna go with it. Since getting into minimalism and really trying to focus and find the things that actually matter, which is not very much, we've stopped investing in stuff, especially for birthdays, Christmas, all that type of things. And instead, we've started investing in freedom and also experiences. So we take our money, and instead of spending stuff, we try to buy ourselves freedom by investing that money or buying ourselves memories and experiences like traveling. A lot of times you can do that really cheaply. You don't need to spend a lot to have that. Or going, to the park or going for a walk or doing things outside instead of going, shopping or spending money on stuff. A lot of times the free option or the cheap option or the experience option is almost always going to beat out the buying somebody clothes. And we do that with Christmas too. Instead of buying people stuff, we generally try to buy an experience where we'll either all go do something together, we'll give them a gift card to actually do something, as opposed to just random crap that they're going to get rid of in a couple months. Have a home rule. This one is actually pretty simple, and that's simply stating that everything in your house should have a home. Now that sounds really easy, except that a lot of times there's stuff that doesn't have a home and it just ends up sitting on, like there's actually 2 boxes we have right now where like, I don't know what to do with this stuff, but we need to store it. So I don't know what to do with it, but I'm going to figure it out because I have this rule in my house that everything has to have a home. The coffee cup has a home where it goes so that it doesn't get left on the counter, doesn't get left on bookshelves. My keys, my wallet, the kids' toys, everything has a place where it belongs so that stuff just doesn't get left around. Because a lot of times I noticed that I was just leaving crap around because I didn't know what to do with it. If that's you, take some time to actually make a home for everything that you own, and things will just magically stop getting left around because put them back. Work smarter, not harder. When I started actually automating as many things in my life as possible and actually learning how to use tools to save me time, I started saving an insane amount of time, because I always used to think that like work harder, that's gonna solve all